Now from beautiful upstate New York and Oak Hill Country Club, this is another edition of PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
Boy, he got that right on the center of the club face. A big drive there to get the round started. Good tempo to that first swing, and I think he'll be happy with that. Right down the middle. This starting toward the right side.
Now that definitely finds the rough off the first tee. Certainly not the start he was looking for.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Well, it's 128 yards left to the flag today. Pin on the left-hand side today, so with his ball sitting in the right-hand rough, I'd be surprised if he doesn't put this one close.
Nice approach shot, and the other good thing about that, left it below the hole.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
From an ideal location, middle of the fairway, this his second.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
just going to sneak on by. Here we go. This one for birdie. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. 10-foot putt left. Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown. Now, from the East Course at Oak Hill Country Club in Rochester, New York, this is PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. Alongside Frank Novelo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
A picture-perfect drive there, and a long one, too. That's right down the heart of this first fairway. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. And he can pick the tee up quickly on that one. That is right down the middle to get the round started. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
We're looking at 128 yards to the hole. Pin on the left portion of this green, so it will favour a wee draw.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
He split the middle of the street on this one. He's going to have a good look. Second shot. This one looks right on point.
Just needed that little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Ah, yes, very well read. To 1 under now for the day. So that a very promising beginning indeed. Not much more than a tap-in birdie at the first and a 1 under start to the round. The second hole here at Oak Hill is known as Breather But don't be fooled by the moniker. This one has some tee. At 405 yards, it is not overly long, but a tee shot here needs to be precise because the fairway is narrow and lined with bunkers on both sides. He'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
A good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. So from the rough, here's his second at 2. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Okay, that's acceptable there. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. A look here at birdie.
Yeah, I'm looking to see the break, and I'm really not seeing a lot. If I had to push it, a hair of right to left, dependent on pace, slightly up the slope.
Nope. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Oh, yes, he gauged that one perfectly. Another birdie here at 2, and a 2-under start to the round. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. The third here is a long par 3 at 230 yards. It's protected by 2 bunkers left and 2 more short and right. But the biggest concern here is making sure you get enough carry over an aggressive false front, because just about anything that lands in the front third of the green won't be staying there for too long. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Boy, this is just way too much club for a front hole location. That was completely overcooked. And that'll do just fine. Now some touch needed here for his second.
Well, that was nearly very good. Just the speed of the green taking that one away.
A little too much juice on that one, and now a little bit more work coming back.
Potential to make a mess here.
Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Okay, good job to limit the damage as that's in for a bogey. On to the fourth now, the only par 5 on this opening 9, and at 615 yards, the longest on the course. It is a stout test. Bunkers and out of bounds loom on the right side of the fairway with trees running along the left. This one working up the right side.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Be pleased with that one. On and two, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Whoa! Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie that pushed that score to 3 under for the round. Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. Okay, nothing to it. Nice work there. It's a birdie, and it moves into 2 under on the round. The 5th hole here at Oak Hill is entirely new as of a recent renovation. Inspired by the original 6th hole, it checks in at an even 180 yards. 4 bunkers in total ring this plateaued green. If your tee shot doesn't wind up on a putting surface, par becomes a risky proposition at best. This one's looking good. Yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and he'll have that for his birdie. Okay, safely aboard. And this is going to end up safely on the putting surface. The line perfect there, and that's in for a birdie. Right around 6 feet here for birdie. That is nicely done right there. A very strong start to his round. 3 under through his first 5 holes. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Yes, well done. It's birdie to move to 4 under now on the day. Now to the 6th, which in fact was the old 5th hole here in years gone by. It's a long par 4 at a full 500 yards. Allen's Creek, which we saw on hole 1, makes an appearance here as well. This is the number 1 handicap hole, so par is a very good score. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Second shot, good look at the green.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
151 yards to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green.
In my book, that's a good shot. You can really aim at the middle of just about every single green. If you did it all day long, some of those would finish up close, and you'd have plenty of birdie putts. It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
14 feet to the hole. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Got it there, but not quite on target. A good opportunity lost there. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. The seventh now is a par 4 at 460 yards. Allen's Creek runs up the right side of the hole before darting directly across the fairway. The approach is a tough one, too. Uphill to one of the more challenging greens on the entire golf course. That will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got 144 yards remaining to the hole. Pin about medium depth, though it is on the left side.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie. I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second.
That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Just going to sneak on by. He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, the good play continues. Now to 5 under on the day. Okay, so that all set up with a big drive, then some handiwork around the green leading to that. Not much more than a tap-in 3. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. The 8th hole checks in at 430 yards. After dealing with narrow landing zones on the previous 2 holes, players here no doubt appreciate a large driving area here at 8. 3 deep greenside bunkers guard against a very large green that can yield a 3-putt if the approach is not accurate. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle. We know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot. 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that 2-check skipper and get it to stop.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
Okay, not too bad there. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Not a problem. That's in for birdie, and that score moves to 2 under par. Now this for another birdie. Yeah, walked that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie. The final hole on Oak Hill's front side is this one, the 480-yard ninth. This is a demanding uphill dogleg right featuring a fairway that gets narrower the farther a tee shot travels. Players will want to avoid going right, as a tee shot in that direction could lead to being blocked out by trees, or worse yet, wind up out of bounds. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. That'll wind up the right side of the fairway. Nothing wrong with that. Now a second from 173.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, you really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good. A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
Now note his second from the fairway.
He's got 141 to the hole, pin in the back.
I like the looks of this one.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Nope. He has a 12-footer here. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6-under par. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33 2-under par. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6-under par. We begin the back 9 here at Oak Hill with a 430-yard par 4 10th. This hole runs somewhat parallel to the first, so that means Allen's Creek is once again an issue, as indeed it crosses the 10th fairway at right about the 300-yard mark. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Is starting up the right side. That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. From the fairway nota, this is second.
118 left to the hole. Pin is in the back right corner of this green.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second. This one has a chance to be close.
Just went a little bit too far and a little bit to the right, but still, anything inside 10 feet is excellent on this hole. Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Oh, there's the surgeon's touch right there. Well done to run that in for a birdie. 11 feet away. Oh, yeah, what a run here, making the turn. Birdies at 8, 9, and again at the 10th. very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. Now to the longest par 3 of the course, the 245-yard 11. It is said that 2,000 tons of sand were used during renovation of Oak Hill, and plenty of it wound up right here, as large bunkers protect the green that's been raised nearly a foot from its prior location. Boy, this is just way too much club for a front hole location. That was completely overcooked.
Now from the bunker. Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yeah, too much spin coming out of that sand. Not quite the run out you're looking for, and that'll come up a wee bit short. Well, nothing seems to faze this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. That to drop. Back-to-back pars here on 10 and 11 to begin his backside. Three under on the day. The par 4 12th is a visually intimidating one. It's not long by most standards at an even 400 yards, but 2 bunkers have been added in the landing area off the tee, so precision is a key. That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Ah, good soft hands. That is nicely done. Ah, that's a high-quality shot right there. Chance now for another birdie. Now, that's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Very smooth there. That one in for a birdie. A dead-on look here for birdie. Okay, just how you draw it up. That one in for a birdie. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Now to the 13th, the second par 5 on the course. This one known as the Hill of Fame. This is another of the holes that has been redesigned in recent years and features a brand new green that's faithful to designer Donald Ross's original vision. A plaque dedicated to him on the course features his quote, "Golf should be a pleasure, not a penance." And indeed, a couple of pleasing shots here could lead to a birdie. Oh, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Starting up that left side. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. It might be a tough shot coming up. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result.
Two solid shots, gets close to this par 5 green in 2. I know the ball's in the rough, but it's not too bad. With a good short game, perhaps birdie.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. So an ideal spot right here, just off the green, a makeable chance at eagle. A birdie opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. 6 feet now for birdie. Very smooth there. That one in for a birdie. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Okay, just how you draw it up. That one in for a birdie. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. We turn southward as we arrive at the 320-yard par 4 14th. This one's known as Bunker Hill, and for good reason. A total of 6 bunkers needing to be navigated from tee to green. This is maybe the biggest risk-reward hole on the entire course. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range. That is absolutely fine.
Just a gorgeous shot. This has been a clinic today.
Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Well, nothing seems to phase this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. Now this for another birdie. Very smooth there. That one in for a birdie. Okay, he is making look routine at this point. Another birdie, and it moves him to 5 under par. Reshaped to fit the look and feel of the original Donald Ross design is this gem, the par 3 15. Even with a short iron in hand, this is an intimidating tee shot, as players will need to locate this plateaued postage stamp green or suffer the consequences. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Yeah, he was wanting that one to bite, but that was destined to be long all the way. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. This is in the 30-foot range here. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Now a second to this par 3. So that one runs by. Still some cleanup work to be done.
Certainly from that short of a distance, that leaves more of a putt than you want.
And that's safely in for a bogey, so he'll take a step back as he drops to 4 under for the round. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. The final three-hole stretch here at Oak Hill's East Course begins with the 460-yard par 4 16. It's been opened up recently with trees removed down the right side, but in their place, a couple of bunkers that need to be avoided at all costs.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Now this, Iona, from just off the fairway.
121 yards is the number we're looking at. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
And that not quite going to hold the green, but that'll be okay. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
So that may be not his best of chips, but he'll have that for his par.
You'd expect that to be a little closer from where he was, and that is far from a gimme.
Well, Frank, you know he was thinking about making that. Didn't quite get it to go, but he'll be pretty pleased with that, I think.
Yeah, that easily could have raced away, so well, let's give him a pat on the back.
Oh, yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. Well, nothing seems to phase this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Up next comes a test in the par 4 17th hole at 500 yards. This is a par 5 for the members, but for the pros, it's a long par 4. Tee shots here need to favor the right side because anything left can run right through the fairway and take away any hopes of reaching the green in regulation.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
When in doubt, middle of the green will work just fine. Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good lie.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting. It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. So now this, right around 25 feet for birdie. Oh, yes, very impressive right down. That goes down for a birdie. A straightforward look here for birdie. That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. The 18th hole here at Oak Hill's East Course is everything you want in a finishing hole. A par 4 at 490 yards. It's a gentle dogleg right with 3 bunkers added to give those trying to cut the corner something to think about. From there, it's a classic finishing approach shot to a green protected by 4 bunkers and watched over by the classic Tudor clubhouse above. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. good tee shot right there. Got a little extra run out. That's where you want to be.
Now a second here from 167.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band. Now, that's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie. That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Now this for another birdie.
And he seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
That's a bit offline, and it'll leave a good 4 feet coming back.
18-footer.
Oh, no. Just appeared to be befuddled by the break there. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green. And that will finish off our round of golf. Yeah, that's well played. It's a birdie at 18. And that will write an end to the round here today. Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. So, partner, as always, I enjoyed it. Watching golf, calling golf. Let's do it again soon.
We got the best seat in the house, Rich.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.
1860, the year of the very first Open Championship. The world had yet to learn of the light bulb, the phonograph, the automobile, and the airplane. But this championship began and flourished. Through the decades, its list of winners reads like a who's who of golf. Morris, Jones, Hogan, Player, Palmer, Nicklaus, Watson. What would it mean to claim golf's oldest prize? We're about to find out. This is the Open Championship.
EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present golf's oldest major and the final major championship of the year. Today, it's opening round coverage of the Open. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer ready to begin the quest for the iconic Claret Jug. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
145 left to the hole, pin in the right front.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. The second at 453 yards. This is a tough hole. Precision is a must off the tee because the landing area is a small one and features 3 very penal bunkers. The green is also well protected with 3 more bunkers, and the putting surface itself is anything but flat. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff.
Well, we had a chance to look at the lie, and well, just getting that ball on the green itself was really an accomplishment. Good shot.
Oh, yes, a brilliant roll there. It's birdie here at number 2. The third, a par 4 at 426 yards, is visually one of the toughest on the course. Its main feature is the internal out of bounds that frames the right side of the fairway. In the 2023 Open Championship, some golfers laid back with a driving iron. Others tried to bomb it over the corner and give themselves an advantage. Playing safe out to the left, however, does bring some thick rough into play.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Working from the rough, here's his second at 3.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Yeah, that's not too bad from that far back. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. The last of the consecutive par fours to grace this front side is this one, the 367-yard fourth. It's the shortest of the four by a considerable margin. Most golfers should be able to cover the fairway bunkers and be left with just a short iron in. It bounds off the fairway and right into the thick rough. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance.
Now from the fabled East Course at Oak Hill Country Club, this is EA Sports continuing coverage of the world of golf.
Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Navalo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. And there's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
He's looking at 96 yards to the front, 111 to the hole, pin sitting on the left half of the green. Sandwich takes flight. It's coming in just a bit right. Pretty average.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. got it there, but not quite on target.
Now, from the East Course at Oak Hill Country Club in Rochester, New York, this is PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green. Rich, I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways, greens. That's the secret.